That's a volunteer papaya. You know, it's a lot of fun. It's magical.
Really cool, yeah.
Totally magical. This is longissima California. The one you see up at Akaka Falls is 4 feet long. This is probably from where we're standing, 15 feet into the air. And it's also almost 10 feet down. Look at the height of that plant.
Wow.
There's one left. They're usually bigger, they're about the size of a large egg. And here's a Tamarillo, and there are 2 more down there. That's one of the originals. That's one we planted probably 12 years ago. This area got clobbered by down trees. They just went down like sticks. 2 bananas we just planted. Actually just moved them from other clumps that were in jeopardy. Weed mat. The labels and tape off, and we use it as a weed mat. It doesn't stop the weeds, but it slows them down. Yeah, and it'll decompose into food. There's lots of it. So we're down here clearing. This was a gorgeous garden at one time. Just a cinder. I bring that up by the 30 cubic yard loads too.
Yeah, black cinder. What size is this?
This is the nursery size. This is what the orchid people like.
Uh-huh.
And down at the Sanford Leilani Cinder Quarry, when I make deliveries down Lower Puna, I go by there and pick up a pickup load. For 20 bucks, they'll fill the back of my pickup with this stuff. The Leilani Quarry, way down by Four Corners. Kapoho. You can go down there and pick up 5 days a week. They changed the entrance to on the main highway before you get to Four Corners. That metal gate. This is a heliconia called Iris. It's one of the most gorgeous, almost all year round. Iris Banoche is the name. Yeah, a couple full flushes over there. And this clump, it's got to be 15 feet diameter. This was one stem, one rhizome. And it's in bloom almost all year.
Wakini eye?
Yeah. Look at that.
Oh yeah, that's pretty.
One day I was picking a flower for the market, like 2-3 years ago. And I was looking around for a very upright flower that would be nice and stately. And as I looked up around the plant and I started seeing all the flowers, and here's another, there's another. I started counting the flowers. I stopped counting at 120. And it's so aggressive, it's actually overrunning 2 apple banana. Tenacious. Everything's integrated. Weed, flowers, weed. Of course, weed is the word I use to demonstrate my ignorance. Ignorance goes deeper than that. We don't know. Yeah. We just don't know.
What kind of bananas are these?
That's apple.
Oh, apple, okay.
You know, this one here, we're looking at just the one flank of this one clump. 1, 2, there's another one up there that's even further along. And there, I think there are 2 more on the other side. Our healthy clumps, not 3 stems like the commercial do. This one here is got to be 8-10 feet diameter. It must be 20 stems. Always got 4, 5, 6 banana racks hanging. That's nature's way. Yeah, I bought most of, I probably have a couple dozen varieties. It's gorgeous. And get them from Suzette at the market, farmer's market. And ironically, almost the same color amaryllis. And blooming the same time.
Yep.
Well, that's what we do. My wife likes to color coordinate the areas. And the orange matches the Wakini eye. But unbeknownst to us, how many volunteers come up that are different, or how they cross.
One here.
This is a clerodendron called a firecracker plant, and I don't recommend people growing. This is overtaking a one of my favorite heliconias called Hot Rio Nice. I think there's some up here that are forming. Arc down, begin to the weight, and then they'll try to turn up again. I call them a loop-de-loop. And this was, you know, incredibly prolific. There's one that's upright. I mean, isn't that incredible?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Here's an ice cream banana that got heavy enough it cracked the neck.
Oh, those are great. Yeah.
Got the classic silver blue color. And it'll ripen, so rather than disturb it, I just let her be. Not the first time. Back when bananas had seeds in them, it would fall down like that. That would be like a walking onion or a walking iris. Windstorm we've been expecting. And
the Crew banana from Malaysia.
Who are you?
Eat them sweet and creamy, and top 5, huh?
Yeah, I've got fruit. I'll give you a hand before you go. Bananas like the forest, but this area, the Cubans have never done well here. Everything.
Sabrina?
Yeah. And I was going to slowly dig it out, but I never got to it.
All one clump, and it was cut down to the bottom.
It was cut down to maybe a foot above the ground, and this is what it does in a year.
About 20 feet already. Heart of palm. Huh. Oh yeah, I seen it blowing in the wind back there.
Bactris is the genus, B-A-C-T-R-I-S, I think, and Gaspus, some strange spelling, G-A-I-S-P-U-S, I don't know. It's one of the 3 most commonly used palms for heart of palm. I planted about 15 of them, I thinking they were dwarf. But I know at the time that while bananas dwarf is 7 to 10 feet, palms are 16 to 20. Right, the fruit's about the size of a golf ball, a little bit bigger, and they would dry the fruit and make a flour out of it that would preserve, and they could take it with them on their nomadic excursions. Well, the British tried to take the ripe fruit and make beer. It smelled like peach.